morning, everyone. I figured I'm about to curl my hair, and I'm a hairstylist and I haven't done any live hair videos yet. I don't know why. I probably feel like I talk a lot to my clients and teach my clients a lot that I don't always do that, but I'm gonna show you a couple of my go-to products for what I'm about to do. Dry shampoo. Kenra is one of my absolute favorites. Wella is my second favorite, the IME line. This one's really light, this one's really heavy. So depending on your hair needs, if you have finer hair, this is good, smells really good. This is heavier, smells really good, but you really have to be careful if you have dark hair to really brush it out, because it'll leave a white streak in your hair. So I'll show you a little bit of both. Thermal protectant. If you're not using a thermal protectant, you should. Every time you put heat on your hair, like a flat iron, a curling iron, even a blow dryer, the temperatures get so hot on your hair that it's damaging your hair. So this is a tool to keep your hair from getting more damage than it should. So put that on when it's dry, and it gives a barrier between the heat product, don't mind my orange hands, the heat product and your hair. So I'm going to be using a Marcel iron, so it's a little bit different than a regular traditional spring and rod iron, but same concept. This is I think this is a 1-inch size, and so I'm just going to show you quickly. I mean, I'm literally need to walk out the door in 10 minutes, so I don't have time. I've got all my makeup done except for my mascara, so I'm just gonna part up half my hair. We're gonna try it this way. I don't have a ton of hair right now, so I'm gonna throw some dry shampoo in at my roots. This is day 2 hair. I washed my hair yesterday morning. I'm a big fan of not washing my hair every day because I'm lazy. And I'm just going through the base of my hair with that dry shampoo. There are people that tell you, technique-wise, to let it sit for a while, then heat it up with a blow dryer and brush it through. That helps for maximum absorption. I will tell you, I don't usually get that fancy with it. So next I'm going to just spritz some of the Wella IME Thermal Image Spray. I really love this for finer hair. It does not have a hairspray in it. The Kenra product that I use and sell a lot too does have a hairspray quality to it, so it holds your curls. I don't like my curls super crispy or crunchy, so I tend to go for this with my finer textured hair. So I'm going to take big sections, and what I want to show you is a technique to give you ample volume at your roots. So you literally go in, let's not burn my ear off today, but you go in, you clip at the very top, and you just set it there for a little while, and then you bring the ends through. Your ends are the most fragile, and they don't need to, the heat doesn't need to sit on your ends as long as it does on your base. And then I'm gonna leave the tail out, so let that sit there and then pull it through. So I'm gonna go through my hair and do that all around. I'm literally clipping as close to my roots as I can. And what this is doing is it's heating up and giving me curl right at my root area, and it's gonna make my hair look fuller. I have thinner, finer hair, so any tricks I can do to make my hair look thicker, I'm all about that. So I'm splitting my hair into 2 sections, top and bottom, and typically what I'll do is I'll take vertical sections around my head, and I split down the middle and the back. Everything from the back this way, back, I curl away from my face. If you want to alternate curls, that gives a little bit of a variation in the look. I really have been starting to do that a little bit more lately too. That will help give you more volume because all of the curls don't fall in the same exact line and kind of melt together. But for this, since I don't have any time, I'm taking fairly large sections just because this curling iron gets really hot and it can hang. You can see I just kind of click through my curling iron and keep pulling the curls through the end, and then I let it go. Just make sure you don't skip any sections and leave a big chunk of straight hair. But really, you don't have to be super meticulous in parting out your sections. Quick is the aim of this game. So, same thing with this. I try not to hit my part line directly with the dry shampoo, just because this is the heavier one, this is the Kenra, and I don't want a line. Ain't nobody got time for that this morning. And then back here, we just get that in there. Hit the ends. This is an oilier product. If you actually look at the bottle, you can see that it's got oil suspended in there. So try not to hit your roots with this. If your product isn't as oily, not a big deal. But I'm gonna leave my bangs out and do those last because I'm kind of particular. Basically just go through, do vertical partings again, get up in there, and really just click the curling iron as close to your scalp as you can. Let it sit there for a little while, and what that's doing again is just giving you volume at your crown. For people who don't have these Marcel irons, you are able to do it with a regular clamping rod and shell iron. You just need to, sorry about that, sometimes if you close the shell all the way, it'll leave a crease line, so just practice. What you do is you just literally just open, close, open, close, open, close. So when I get to the back, I just kind of visually place where the last curl is right here. If you have funky cowlicks in the back of your head, you can curl opposite. So if you have your hair that splits back here, you can curl it the opposite way so that it's going to help cover that split. I can cover that in another video because I really don't have time right now. But opening and closing is just helping me release my hair out of this curling iron without it ripping out my hair. When I first went to hair school, it felt like trying to write a paper with my left hand, and I'm right-handed. It's a very different feeling to use a Marcel iron, but now when I go to friends' houses or I fly home and I don't bring my tools, to use a traditional curling iron, it feels so weird, so most people prefer the typical clamping iron with the spring. This is a Hot Tools brand curling iron, and I have many clients and friends that will attest to how big of a difference it makes if you invest in a good professional tool. I just sent this to my mom for her birthday, and she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what a difference it makes on my hair. These have really even heat. They get really, really hot. I mean, I think they max out at like 400 degrees. I have a really nice burn on my hand. I can show you because last week I set it on my wrist for literally a second. So they get very hot, very fast. So you just have to be careful, but the quality and the time that it saves you, they last forever. I think it's about 99 bucks to get a curling iron, which most people invest in their straightening irons. Everyone knows about Chi. There's actually lots of good higher end straight irons out there, but most people don't think to invest in a good curling iron, but I will tell you, I will never go back. So last part I'm going to do are my bangies. Same thing. I really want to get in the front. You can see I left a piece out. And I want the tail of this to not end up curling towards my face. So I'm going to really be conscious when I let it out that it's going away from my face. And same on this side. And see how the tail is facing that way? I know that it's gonna go away from my face when it's done. So, that one looks a little funky. I'm gonna do that one more time. So, we'll go through, turn this off, I always leave them on. Try and burn down my house. I'm just gonna go through mess it up. For people who have finer textured hair, curling your hair makes a humongous difference in making your hair look thicker and fuller. My favorite thing is to leave the tail ends out. I just think that it gives it a more undone look. It looks a little more effortless, not so Shirley Temple. And there is a style of curling that I do sometimes, and I'll show you that in maybe another video, where I literally only curl the top part. And I think that it gives it a fun, funky look. I've had people come up to me and be like, how did you curl your hair like that? But I'll show you, it's kind of fun. Just gives it a different look. I mean, there are so many different ways to curl your hair with the same size iron to get completely different looks. So, I'm not a big hairspray fan, but if you wanted to go through and hairspray it so that it's gonna last, I'm just gonna add a little bit of teasing in my crown with a wet brush. Start at the base, build up, and then just brush through so you don't have a rat's nest. And then literally, that will do it. It looks a little while, but my hair will settle in 2 seconds and not have a ton of volume, so. From no hair to some hair, that is all. I really have to go get in the car. It started and heating and I gotta go to work. Bye guys, have a good day.